She is the main act, the moment you've all been waiting for, the greatest show in the squared circle, Vita Vonstarr!
Welcome everyone to Rise Ascent episode 32. This is Kevin Harvey flying solo for these next couple of shows on commentary. These matches were filmed as part of Early to Rise before Legendary, so maybe a little bit out of sequence. This episode, in fact, main evented by then Phoenix of Rise champion Mercedes Martinez in the I'll Make You Famous challenge with rookie Jenna Lynn. That is coming up later on in this episode. This is going to be our first look at Vita Vonstarr. Vita pick from the seminar held this day with Gail Kim, Jimmy Jacobs, and myself. Our first look at Vita, but certainly not our first look at this competitor who will be very familiar from our Row on the Rise episodes. Appearing one more time here on Ascent, it is Phoebe, always hula hooping, always the good vibes and the fun times, always those hips in motion, a key part of her offense, a key part of her defense, but will it be a key part of this contest here with Vita Vonstarr? As I was mentioning earlier, these matches were filmed in the past as part of Early to Rise, a women's wrestling mini convention back in March before Legendary. Early to Rise was quite popular with fans and wrestlers alike. Everybody had a good time. Early to Rise comes back with Early to Rise, a Berwyn adventure, coming up November 1st at the Berwyn Eagles Club before Rise La Escalera. We'll be talking a lot more about that in the near future, but right now we're here to talk about the technical difficulties that I forgot we had, where the fans were the bell for these matches. I think all of them, most of them, if not all of them. But already a display of that showman athleticism of Vita Vonstarr. In seminar, Vita showed us she has a lot of what I might call circus antics, circus strength, a lot of tumbling, a lot of just that crazy flying trapeze kind of things. If you follow her on her social media, there's all kinds of very interesting, very athletic, incredibly strong performances from Vita Vonstarr. But let's not take away from the athleticism and just the pure energy of Phoebe. Vita doesn't want to be the sideshow of this particular circus. Well, certainly no sideshow, just good old-fashioned pro wrestling, collar and elbow tie-up into some chain wrestling action here. How's Phoebe going to find her way out of this? For the Rise historians, you may remember Phoebe was actually part of Rise 1 Ignite. She was part of the hashtag FP0R Battle Royal to determine basically the tournament that would be crowning the first Phoenix of Rise. Of course, that was Dust, then Angel Dust. And Phoebe, lateral press, count of one is all she can get. Sweep of the leg now is Vonstarr, 1, 2, and there we go. There's some of that the good vibes and the fun times, and Phoebe using those hula hooping antics to find her way out of the pinning predicament. Now looking again to lock up Vonstarr. Nobody home as Phoebe now lighting her up in the corner with forearms. Referee Frank Gastineau right there to make sure all the strikes and all the holds are illegal, of course. Phoebe now charging. Up and over she goes. Vonstarr throws a line, cut off, and eats a turnbuckle for her troubles. And Phoebe showing that she may have the experience advantage here in this contest on Rise Ascent. Now Phoebe scaling the ropes. Vonstarr is certainly dazed, maybe a little bit confused, and Phoebe flying with the arm drag sends her to the other side of the ring. And Phoebe again building that momentum, the kinetic energy of those hips. Full head of steam, and this time it's Vonstarr introducing Phoebe to the turnbuckles. And now just driving the sole of that foot into the face of Phoebe. Vonstarr looking quite impressive here in her debut showing for Rise. Now whipping Phoebe across. Phoebe into the buckle, and Vonstarr charging with a forearm, drives it in. Tumbling act again, and another forearm. What's Vonstarr got planned into the middle of the ring? And Vonstarr, just look at the stability, able to basically have Phoebe bounce off of her, and now Flip into the splash. Count of 2 is all she can get on that one. Fans, other things you're going to see in this episode, you're going to see Ray Lynn, the Lone Bone, taking on the baddest black belt, Janai Kai. You're going to see a suplex with a bridge and a kick out at 2 by Phoebe. Of course, we already mentioned the main event for this episode, Mercedes Martinez versus rookie Jenna Lynn. But also in this episode, you will learn who Phoenix of Rise Zoe Lucas will be defending the championship against at the Summit. That's coming up August 10th in Toronto, a collaboration between Shimmer, Femme Fatale, Smash Wrestling, and Rise. And right now, a hook of the leg and nearly a victory in her debut for Vita Vonstarr. What's it going to take for Vonstarr to capitalize, get the momentum she needs to keep Phoebe down on the canvas? And a couple of boots to the midsection may well do just that. And Vonstarr now setting up for the standing moonsault. Nobody home, and it looks like, did Vonstarr catch her nose? There's a reason they call it high-risk maneuvers. They come with risk, and I think if she hit her nose on Phoebe, that may well have broken her nose. Vonstarr is clearly dazed. Now in the middle of the ring, we've seen Phoebe go for this before. Has her up. Sit down. Power bomb. Middle of the ring. And she got her.
Your winner of the match, Phoebe!
A victory for Phoebe. But now let's take a look at what we've got coming up June 30th. Rise, Pride, and Joy.